I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Chainsaw Man, episode 5. Last episode, we had a pretty great fight. It resulted in Denji losing an arm temporarily. Also, our first look, kind of like a half transformation. A transformation that Denji uses when he doesn't have a lot of blood. You know?
Just a little tiny nub of a chainsaw in his forehead, and maybe some crazy eyes going on with it, but...
We got to know a little bit more about Aki and how he has a contract with a fox devil.
Yep.
Or
and
the fox devil.
Gives up his skin, basically, as
we want to see his skin.
We want to know what is hidden under those bandages on his arm. Is it just a marking that symbolizes this contract, or is it like really grotesque and he basically gives his skin?
Yeah.
We are torn on what it could be.
So going into this episode, I think you and I are on the same page in two ways. The first being wanting more of house life with Aki, Denji, and Power, and then the second being a potential gun devil because of the shot that exploded Denji's arm, as well as Aki and talking
Makima.
about...
Yeah, they were discussing this.
Yeah.
Didn't see any signs of it here. I feel like, obviously, if we're thinking about what Makima once said about the more that someone would fear an object, the stronger she thinks the devil might be.
Yeah.
Guns are pretty scary.
Guns are pretty scary, and it could be our first instance of seeing all three of us fight together. Fight, on the same team. What is it, Group 4?
Division 4.
Division 4?
What if the gun devil would look like Puchita, but it's like instead of a little chainsaw, it's like a machine gun on top of like a little pumpkin dog? Like, I could see it, dude. I could see that.
I'm expecting
so scary.
Nothing less. Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Sweet. It's happening! He was deceived.
You have broken him. He is a broken man now.
No. His face. I can't believe they just showed it to us like that. No escaping Maki.
She can't escape Makima. Interesting. Has he realized that his goal might not actually be
I'm thinking that Denji thought confetti was going to start raining from the sky.
I think he thought that he could die a happy man after that. Is it a slight to the smaller breasted women out there? Maybe.
Maybe because Denji had expectations that were set.
Yes.
In his head, and then quickly learned that
Are there breast pads in her bikini now that I'm looking at it? It looks like there's a little...
I would love to know Makima's power. I wonder if it's something like being able to just flat out control devils or lock them in somehow.
It has to be something that evokes some amount of fear in such a powerful devil. I feel like if Power wanted to fight maybe Aki or someone else, she might be able to. I'm not sure what her power scaling is.
He needs a new dream, a new goal.
私だってわかるくらいに覚えて。お願いがあるんだけど。はい。銃の悪魔を倒してほしいの。米国に
America. That makes sense.
今もどこにいるかわからない。もしもデンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺せたら、私が君の願い事
Annie.
何でも一つ叶えてあげる。デンジ君が銃の悪魔を殺せたら
You're Denji.
何でも一つ叶えてあげる。何でもだよ、デンジ君。お、すげえ。そんなことあってもいいくらい強くて悪い悪魔なの。悪魔対策に世界中が銃で儲けようとしてた時期にメディアも活発にニュースを取り上げ、銃が前よりもアメリカで銃を使った大きなテロが起こったの。その日に銃の悪魔が現れた。
Please, please do not tell Aki about what has transpired.
Did the gun devil kill his parents?
I am very nervous.
Me too.
俺は一人で遊べるんだ。お前が風邪ひくと俺が怒られんだよ。家からグローブ取ってこい。
Go grab a glove from the house, but he's not gonna be there. This has to be when it happens, right?
Oh no. It's like lo-fi beats by Aki and... Oh no.
だいたい5分弱で120万
1.2 million people.
悪魔は今日まで姿を消している。その後、悪魔そのものに対する恐怖が高まって、すべての悪魔が以前よりも力が強くなったの。
大丈夫でしょ。
それならまずは、これは集めた銃の悪魔の肉片。移動速度が速すぎて、体が少し焦げ落ちたみたい。悪魔がこの肉片を食べると、どんな悪魔でも力を増すの。ほら、くっついた。だから、この肉片をもっと大きくすれば、銃の悪魔にたどり着く。やっぱり銃野郎の肉片食べてたか。
悪魔は全部殺す。その先に
Wow.
がいる。
ホテルの宿泊者の
So it's possible that the pieces of the gun devil are being fed to other devils?
公安大麻得意4課6人を出動させます。
I want to know the other three more.
ただの悪魔。
Wow, the
そう
magnetism.
こう
銃の肉片を食べた悪魔がいる。お前ら、敬語はどうした？あ？何の得もねえのに誰がてめえに敬語つけんだよ。早川先輩。
先輩。
よし。やり。片方は魔人で、もう片方はチンピラ。悪魔駆除には基本この二人を先行させる。逃げたり悪魔に寝返った場合は、お前らに人権はない。
あのいたずらはさすがにまずかったな。
あれはいたずらレベルじゃねえ。殺すぞ。
アキくん、厳しくしてばっかじゃかわいそうだよ。
そうだぜ。
私がほっぺにキスしてあげまーす。
そんなことはやめてください。結婚前の乙女がそんなみだらな。
He's already seen the light. He wants it all.
キスは俺もいいや。俺は初めての銃は誰にするか決めてんだ。銃の悪魔をぶっ殺すまでキスはしねえ。
ほー、キくんの前でそれを言うか。
それに俺は大切なことを教わった。エッチなことは理解し合った人間同士でするから気持ちがいいんだ。名前も知らねえあんたの唇には興味ないね。
へ ベロを入れたキスしてあげる。男の子から買うのが一番面白いや。
I can tell she likes teasing everyone.
飲みたい。
俺は半年間姫野先輩に鍛えられ世話になった姫野先輩、新人たちは使えそうですか？
新井君は実力不足だけどやる気は十分って感じ。小紅ちゃんは引っ込み思案だけどかなり動けるかな。アキ君はこの新人4人生き残れると思う？
Surviving.
こいつは強いなと思ったやつも。
Go private. Interesting. Wonder how much money's in that.
アキ君は死なないでね。
Jesus. Just one mass graveyard?
Is that for all of the people that died from the gun devil?
1.2 million.
私のバディ、君で6人目。
Wow.
全員死んでるの。アキ君は死なないでね。来る。
What's it gonna be?
That's delightful.
捕まえた。
Is it like the head devil and it makes people into heads?
私は幽霊の悪魔と契約して。
Whoa!
右目を食べさせた代わりに私のゴースト透明で力持ちで便利でしょ。どうアキ君？
That is cool.
野郎の肉片はある？
こいつじゃないですね。
This isn't the
そっ
one.
か。
It's like a boss fight, top level.
Yeah.
前で己の力をペラペラ喋ってよいの。じゃあわしがこいつを殺すと言ったらどうする？武器を引っ込めな。
Whoa.
したらいつでも首を絞め殺せるぞ。
We got to see it. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder how far its reaches.
We keep getting these shots.
I know.
Oh my gosh. The devil is the hotel itself.
Hotel Devil. That's pretty cool.
新井君、今階段降りていったよね。
I want to know more about her.
Don't you feel like she has to be strong?
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it said that she was really strong with potential, but just really timid? Did you see the painting?
Whoa. It's made out of hands. What an awesome outro. Okay, that was Chainsaw Man. Episode 5. That episode flew by for me.
It honestly felt like it was 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Definitely felt pretty short. It was maybe like a setup episode.
Yeah.
Almost like an introduction to the characters that we were wondering about. You know, we didn't know who else was a part of this Division 4. Also, we're getting a character. I thought that like Aki was the lead, maybe even the most senior person in this division, but it seems like there is another person who's actually had 6 partners before him.
Himeno?
Himeno.
Himeno.
Himeno? Himeno?
Himeno?
Himeno?
Himeno. I think that I have a lot of questions about some things.
You know, that is fair.
But we'll get to them.
Okay.
Starting out in the episode though, oh my god, it happened twice. It happened twice. The first time, Denji, he wasn't too happy with it. But the second time, he was very happy with it.
It didn't, meet his expectations the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say that I don't think it was wholly due to the breast pads. I would like to think that it was just because he didn't feel, you know, attracted to power or wasn't into power like that.
Yeah.
So
he was thinking of it very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Rather
like
than the three-dimensional
not
thing that it
connected
is.
to
Yeah.
a person. Well, it's a fiend.
I don't know how to describe my feelings throughout the entire scene.
Well, with
Makima, because Makima, every scene she's in gives me very eerie vibes almost.
These manipulative vibes.
Yeah.
But also like this kindness, this softness, and this warmth that it's like I feel like I could never actually know exactly what she's thinking. And in this moment, is she being nice or is she being manipulative?
I'm not confident at the moment with how much of what Makima says is truth in regards to her care for Denji.
Right.
I think that it's a little scary to think that to think about what she's willing to do to get what she wants, what she's willing to give to get what she wants.
And we're also seeing now from last episode with Aki and us hearing that as long as there's a usefulness, then there's a willingness to sacrifice some amount of himself. And then in this episode, we get another character that has a contract. And it seems like almost we could possibly be seeing that she's treating Denji like a devil contract and not like he was a teenage boy before any of this.
I think that's a really good way to put it, because it's operating on the same give and take. That what we understand contracts and how they work, they do the same thing.
But she gave that whole spiel about, wanting to be someone who knows you and all of that. But none of that was about someone that loves you.
Yeah.
And wants to be with you. It was all about knowing the person.
So
knowing about, how long their fingers are.
I wonder how, in any regard, Denji would be powerful enough to kill something like a gun devil.
The blast that gun devil created.
So I want to get to that. Because that's where my questions lie, right? We are introduced to Taiyo, which is Aki's brother, and then we see the devastation that killed 1.2 million people within 5 minutes.
And it looks like it blasted in through different countries. Like it was maybe like a straight line across the globe almost, it looks like.
So this is my question. Am I, as I see Aki's family being blown away, right? Is there something like 100 miles in the air? Is there a giant comedic space-sized bullet flying by, and this is like
I don't know,
wind from it?
I was just picturing that this gun devil's in one country and it's just a straight shot basically blast across the whole globe.
Yeah.
It literally in a line, like almost like an equator
like
line.
Like an All Might punch.
Yeah.
But it just like decimates
but this is
everybody.
I pictured bloody, gruesome gore for how Aki's like him hiding in a closet to get away from this devil. That is what I pictured when I heard that his family was killed by a devil.
I expect like my go-to was it to be more personal and like individual.
Yes. Way more like the devil broke into their house.
Yeah.
Like way more like, but this almost feels like he didn't even have to see the death of his family. There's something that even takes away the personal part of like actually seeing them dead himself.
Yeah.
And like watching it happen. This is like all he saw was an object being basically blown to bits, and then it was the knowledge of knowing that they were in there that is what hurts and what makes him realize what's happened. But it does further remove him from it than I was picturing. Really intimate, terrifying, blood and gore fight with the devil.
I would love to know, and I'm sure everybody would love to know, and we inevitably will, what the gun devil looks like.
Maybe that's just gonna be like one of those running bits in this the whole season is gonna be like that we don't even know what the gun devil even looks like. Is it gonna be like a Puchita with an automatic weapon on its head instead of a chainsaw?
Well, let's think about it. Like, what rules do we have to go off of in regards to devils so far in their visual appearance? We have the zombie devil, like that didn't really look like it was like distorted zombie.
Yeah.
We
See,
had
I wish we knew what Power looked like before Power took on the form that
of a
she is
fiend,
in now
yeah.
of a fiend.
But we don't know. What do we know though?
A
Batty,
bat devil,
and that looked like a bat.
and then a leech, and we've seen a sea cucumber.
And we had Pochita,
Mhm.
and Pochita I think is our best bet, right? Because it seems like
it's an inanimate object being turned into a devil and not an animal.
at the moment, that's my best like guess, is that if it's an inanimate object, then it can have a secondary property to it that does not have to pertain to the thing that it is the devil of.
I almost feel like there's going to have to be something humanistic with it.
I agree with you.
I almost feel like they're leaning towards this. That there's obviously this theme that's really heavy in the show of the people that are slightly different, that are maybe more connected to the devils or befriending them, and I feel like they're painting this gun devil in this parallel almost to Denji, because Denji's this chainsaw devil, you know? So I'm like, I feel like there might be something humanistic with the gun devil.
Yeah, I wonder if the gun devil, and the reason that Denji's the man for the job, the gun devil is another human who has embodied,
well,
or made
where has
some
it
sort
been
of
all
pact
this
with the
time?
devil. Yeah.
Where has it been all this time? Is it the same situation of lonely teenage boy finds an automatic weapon orange puppy in the woods, and then mobsters kill him and the gun decides to save his life? Like,
not sure. I imagine that that's gonna be like our end game, right? I
was like,
presumably.
oh, we're about to meet it, but now that we're like, we have to accumulate all of these pieces in order to then find this gun devil.
Well, it leads me to believe that we were wrong last episode, right? Like
that how could the gun devil have been the one that blasted Denji's arm up? Yeah, why would the gun devil be in this specific place at this specific time?
Well, the simplest explanation is that we were wrong about it. That instance on Denji's arm was not a shot, and it was from the other devil. And then the later quote about the bullet just pertains to this episode and was just, is prefacing it.
Yeah, they were wondering if the Bat Devil and the Leech Devil were stronger, because now we know that some lower level devils are either being they used language of being fed. Like there's some mischievous person or fiend out there feeding these devils. What if the gun devil is doing that? Like, what if the gun devil is in hiding but orchestrating all of this chaos by feeding lower level devils part of itself? It goes into that idea of contracts that we're already getting.
I'm kind of impressed with us for us to have guessed about a gun devil last episode in the discussion based off of wrong evidence. It's like getting the right answer on a math test with using the wrong formula.
I mean, we were given like in some admission to there being something to do with a gun later in the episode, but I literally believed that his arm, I thought that there was going to be like someone was going to sway the camera, and there was going to be a civilian or a police officer or someone with a weapon, like a gun, and had shot Denji thinking Denji was also evil.
Yeah. So we saw like the little bullet like kind of like leaning towards the building, right? That definitely lets us know that at some point in the series we're going to see the same shot, but it's going to be like standing upright, the bullet, and just like pointed directly at a place, because it said that the more flesh it has, the stronger the attraction.
Also, how do we go about this idea now of will Power or Denji ever partake in some of the gun devil in order to level up or be stronger? I mean, they've already put it out there in the universe that it's a possibility.
Very true.
That it could happen. They would have to really trust them. But I would be really obviously I'd be really intrigued to see what would happen there.
So
they're so easily swayed. They're like, you're gonna give me gum? Yes.
Everybody's talking about the gun devil. I want to meet the gum devil. The gum devil's
so
like
scary.
The coolest devil.
It's more just annoying because it's like under desks.
I love the sound design in the show. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to that because I'm always impressed by it, and I always like am reminded of it, I guess. But the thing I really want to talk about is that of the contracts, because time and time again we are seemingly being reminded that the most common way to fight against devils seems to be with making a contract with one, right?
Yeah,
the most normal, I guess.
It seems like that's the most other than, I think they said that guns were being used to deal with devils.
Yeah.
But it seems like maybe the more effective way against even stronger devils is to then make a contract with the devil yourself. But gosh, a ghost devil.
So cool.
How do you even meet with the ghost devil? How do you even find the ghost devil to make a contract with the ghost devil if you can't even see them?
Well, I think the better question is, why would a devil make a pact with you? Because obviously we are getting these contracts and we're being told what is taken from them in order to be used, like eye for a hand here or eye for an arm. But why? Like, what? Like, can you make a pact with the gun devil? What would entice the gun devil enough? Like, why is an eye so enticing to a ghost devil who would, you know?
I think you just said something really brilliant here, which is, I think we are being set up to believe that if there are good guys that can make contracts with devils, then there are also bad guys that can make contracts with devils.
I mean, we saw that in the first episode from the mob that was in control of Denji, and they technically did make a deal.
They thought they were in a contract with the devil, but I'm talking like bad guy that actually has a contract. I also wanted to point out that Himeno's contract with the ghost devil must have happened right before meeting Aki.
Because you saw the fresh...
Yeah, but she was also in a sling.
Yeah.
So what type of battle took place for her? Was it a last-ditch contract that she offered up in harm's way? Is that the picture that I'm
Maybe she was fighting the ghost devil.
Was she fighting the ghost devil? And...
I'm unsure. I would love to see a contract be made in front of my eyes, like on screen, so I could really understand or really see it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because, oh my god, Ghost Devil hand has to be like the coolest move in this show yet.
And the fact that like Power couldn't even touch it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, there's nothing I love more than like the strong, empowering energy I'm getting from the like female characters.
Yeah.
In the show so far. I'm like, these are boss women. These are awesome women. Like Himeno specifically. I don't know how I feel about Makima. She kind of scares me.
Yeah.
But I feel kind of safe with Himeno. I trust Himeno, so...
Do you think that, like, the ghost now has a human in real world eye that he can use to his advantage?
Eye?
Like, devils aren't stupid. There has to be some benefit to them.
Is there going to be a moment where she takes off the eye patch and that can do something else? Because it's the ghost's eye? Like, it's a ghost eye!
Well, no. It's not the ghost eye.
Well, the ghost took the eye. So maybe then there's, like, some other superpower the ghost can do in form of the contract.
But where is the ghost devil? Is this like a contract that was made and now they're both on their own ways? The ghost devil's missing a hand and has a human eye? Like,
you might be right. You might be right. The ghost devil's like not even there, and that's just the ghost devil gave its arm and took her eye.
Yeah, it's very interesting though. It's very cool. I like the whole I guess magic system in this world, for lack of a better way to put it.
I'm also liking that at first I was like, wow, Aki and all of these public safety, they don't feel like they need anything like a Denji or a Power. They can fight devils on their own. No, they need devil power.
There was
seemed hypocritical.
There was a line about people going private. In regards to devil hunting,
they either die in the first year or they go private.
Yeah, which I imagine is an extremely lucrative business, right? But I thought that leaves me with an interesting question. Why isn't Aki private? Like, what is Aki's motive? Is Aki doing this? Is Aki with this organization for his benefit in some regard? Is he part of the public safety for a specific reason? Like, we obviously saw that he was
fell in love
trained
with
by
Makima.
somebody, right?
Yeah.
Who was the person who trained him? How did he get into that business? For the 1.2 million people who were killed, were all of their family members preyed on for potential public safety employees because they had a vendetta?
Maybe.
And, like, you know?
I think the answer to why Aki would still be here and not private, I feel like either we could say that he has feelings for Makima, but I also think that when Himeno said to Aki not to die on her, I think in that moment, and then we get that reiterated in real time,
Yeah.
there's an obligation there for a partner, someone who counts on you. And Aki does say they're not going to have our backs about Denji and power, which I think is safe for him to say. Like, watch out for your own back, protect yourself. But I think that as partners, they have that for each other.
I agree with you.
And I'm really, really excited for having more interaction between the two of them, maybe fighting together.
What do you think the devil is that we're facing up against now?
That's probably the best final question. Hotels aren't scary. And we do know that it can be an inanimate object, and now we know can it be an idea? I mean, what is a ghost technically? A ghost is a belief to some people. Some people believe it's real and some people don't. So can an idea that is given power by people, like the gun devil became powerful as more people were scared of it, and it basically came into being because of people being scared. So what would be, is it a disorienting devil?
Time devil?
Illusion devil? Lost devil? Like, is it an idea? Is it a concept that scares people? Like, people are scared of being lost.
I don't know. Dream devil? We could all be asleep, you know?
Maze devil.
Maze devil?
A maze is an object, right? Oh, how do you even beat that, though?
I'm not sure, but
how do they get out?
I guarantee. Okay, I really.
Hotel of Horrors for real. There's every door. There's gonna be like little, like a head, like feet. Oh.
I'm so excited to learn about Kobeni's like techniques and abilities. I'm really excited for. Yeah, same with Arai, but Kobeni, like, I always want to know what the timid character has.
Are we really excited to see Arai when he's basically just competent, apparently? You know, that doesn't get my hopes up. And he's motivated, like, cool, he'll give a speech.
He's a hard worker,
but it's not gonna be like an awesome epic fight.
I don't know, we'll see. Maybe he's a badass.
I mean, he really wants a kiss on the cheek, so
you good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.